Hello everyone, myself Sai Prasad, a lecturer in Ahmedabad High School and the Junior College. Welcome to a series of the lectures of Intermediate First Year Maths A. We started our discussion with the first chapter, that is trigonometric ratios up to transformation. Then we continued with the equations, inverse, hyperbolic kind of chapters. Today we are going to study about the properties of triangles based on its trigonometric ratios. That is, this whole chapter discusses only the relationship between the angles and the sides of a triangle. However, we people know that most of the triangles whatever we discuss in the first year are always a right angle triangle. Clear? See here, just remember, it may be or may not be the right angle triangle, but the whole properties are always in the form of trigonometric ratios. Clear? Shall we start with our chapter? Now see here, let us discuss the basic relationship between sides and the angles. Now see here, if this is a triangle ABC, what do you mean by that? Which means it has 3 sides and 3 angles, that is the angles ABC, right? Then what are the sides? The side opposite to angle A will be always small a, isn't it? The side opposite to angle B will be always small b. The side opposite to the angle C will be small c, isn't it? Yes or no? And one more parameter R, which is actually called as circumradius. What is circumradius? For example, if my circle is an circumcircle of this triangle, then the radius with which the circle is made, that is nothing but my circumradius. Is it clear? Based on these different parameters, we are going to define different rules, right? Based on these rules, we are going to solve and we are going to learn more and more properties of the triangles. How to solve it, what are to do, right? Now see here, let us discuss few after the other, because there are multiple kind of rules in that. For as of now, today we are going to discuss 2 to 3 rules and the problems based on them in the first 1 or 2 sessions. After that, we will move on to the next set of rules. After that, one more set of rules. Clear? Now see here, the first rule, that is sine rule. By the name itself, we can identify that whatever we are going to discuss now, it's going to be truly including the sine variables in it, isn't it? That is, the sine rule gives the relationship between angles and the sides of a triangle by A by sine A is equal to B by sine B equal to C by sine C, that is equal to 2R, where small a, small b, small c are always sides of a triangle and angle B and angle C are angles of the triangle. Clear? It clearly tells that the ratios between the sides is equal to the ratio between sine of an angles of a triangle. Clear? That is how we are going to define our sine rule. Is it clear? And the next, cosine rule. This you would have discussed in physics, which is similar to your parallelogram theory, where one of the side square, for example, if I consider b square, that will be equal to c square plus a square plus 2ac cos b, right? The c and a are always sides, okay? Sides will be always in the smaller font and in the angles will be always in the capitals. Clear? That is, b square is equal to c square plus a square minus 2ac cos b. Similarly, c square is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab cos c. From this, we can even write cos b as, just tell me, c square plus a square minus b square by 2ac. Can we write like this? Yes, right. Whatever angle it is there, that will be subtracted. b square, b bole to b square subtract karenge. Okay. And not only that, from here also we can write it as a is equal to 2r sin a. These are the most popular things which we are going to use in our problems, right? Just remember, sine rule bole to small a is equal to 2r sin a, small b bole to 2r sin b. Clear? Whenever it comes to the cosine rule, cos a, if I ask you to find cos a, that will be, what is it? A square plus a bole to b square plus c square minus a square by 2bc. isn't it? Yes or no? Clear, fine. And the next is projection rule. Projection rule, it tells that it gives a relationship between cos of one angles to the sides of other angles. That is, it is also can be continuation of cosine rule, but it is only the side square. Okay. Now see here, A is equal to B cos C plus C cos B, where B is the side and this capital C is the angle, isn't it? A is equal to B cos C plus C cos B. Similarly, B is equal to, other than B you have to write remaining two, A cos C, C cos A. Will it be easy to remember? Yes, right. Next, tangent rule. What do you mean by tangent rule? We have seen sine rule, cosine rule, and the next left out is tangent rule. That is, tan of B minus C by 2 is equal to B minus C by B plus C into tan A by 2. How? Tell me. Here B and C are angles, here B and C are sides, where here it is a angle. Clear? From this we can even write for A minus B or B minus C minus A kind of questions or formulas also. Clear? Fine. And the most popular formula and which we are going to use in almost all problems, that is these area formulas. The popular formula which I know is delta is equal to Heron's formula, S into S minus A, S minus B, S minus A. What is S? S is semi-perimeter, which is A plus B plus C by 2. Isn't it? Yes or no? Just I have to substitute in it so that I will get the value of area. And from here we are going to study the different area formulas, that is half BC sin A, half AC sin B and half AB sin C. If it is B and C, we will get sin A. If it is A and C, I will get sin B. If it is A and B, I will get sin C. Clear? Now you can substitute it here. What is B? B bole to 2R sin B. C means 2R sin C. 2 to 4, 4 by 2 will be 2, R into R is R square, sin B sin C into sin A. That is this area, 2R square sin A sin B sin C. Clear? And from this and this or other different rules, I can even simplify this as delta is equal to ABC by 4R. How? Here I got BC, right? Here I got sin A. Can I write sin A as A by 2R? I can write, right? Instead of sin A, if I write A by 2R, this will become ABC by 2 2s of 4R. Clear? Did you understand? These are all the basic formulas which we have to remember. Clear? How many rules did we learn for now? Sine rule, cos rule, projection rule, tangent rule and all the formulas of areas. Right? Will you remember? Once again let me tell you, A is equal to R sin A, B equal to R sin B, C is equal to R sin C. Right? Similarly, cosine rule, either you can remember this or you can remember this, it's up to you. If it is this, B square is equal to C square plus A square minus 2 AC cos B. Right? Whereas projection rule, A is equal to B cos A plus C cos B. Then tangent rule will be tan of B minus C by 2, that is equal to B minus C by B plus C into tan A by 2. Clear? And these are the different area formulas. Shall we do few problems on this formula? Okay. After doing those problems, we will move on to the next set of formulae. Clear? Fine. Let's start. Let us solve these problems. The first question here it is, A is 3, B is 4, sin A is 3 by 4. He is asking us to find the angle B. Tell me, to which rule did this problem belong? Can you tell? See here, we can easily identify that this is sin A. Therefore, that should be obviously sine rule. You can use anything, either A is equal to R sin A formula, or we can directly write it as A by sin A is equal to B by sin B. There is no need of sin C because they asked only about AB, right? Yes or no? Now see here, what is A? 3. Sin A, what is the value of sin A? 3 by 4. What is the value of B? 4. And what is the value of sin B? This is what we have to find. Right? Now check here. Sin B is equal to 4 into this 3 by 4 will go that side and this 3 also will come this side. Isn't it? Once again see here, this 3 by 4, I have taken this 3 by 4 as it is to this side, and this 3 will come to the denominator. 3, 3, 4, 4 will get cancelled. I will get the value of sin B as 1. When do we get 1 in sin? That is sin 90. Therefore, the value of angle B is 90 degrees. Isn't it? Is it not easy? Fine. Let us see this question. What is the question given here? Summation B plus C cos A is equal to 2s. How to do? Before doing that, let me multiply this, or else let us write the summation terms first. That is B plus C cos A. What will be the next term? Instead of B, C, after C, A cos B, plus after C, A, after A, B cos C. Is it right? Now let us multiply everything. B cos A plus C cos A plus C cos B plus A cos B plus A cos C plus B cos C. Now if you observe, if you remember the projection rule, you can identify the two terms here. Now check here. B cos A will write. I have to find it for A cos B. Check. Where is it? Here it is. A cos B. Isn't it? Hope you understood. Fine. Very nice. The next term will be C cos A. C cos A. What could be the next term? A cos C. I have to find for it. See here. That is here. A cos C. Right? Obviously, the left out term is C cos B. And one more term will be B cos C. Now tell me, what is this B cos A plus A cos B? That is nothing but C. Plus here C cos A plus A cos B is nothing but B. Here C cos B plus B cos C. That is A. Now tell me, what is A plus B plus C? We are studying about this from our childhood age. That is nothing but 2s. Did you understand? Shall we move on to the next problem? Now see here. Here again, the question given here, it is A is given, B is given, cos C is given. Which rule we have to use now? Obviously cos C. Very nice. That is, now tell me, what is the formula of cosine rule? C square is equal to A square plus B square minus 2AB cos C. Isn't it? What is the value of A now? 26 square. What is the value of B? 30 square minus 2 into 26 into 30 into cos C value is 63 by 65. Right? Hope you understood, isn't it? Now tell me, what is the square of 26? 676, isn't it? Plus 30 square is 900. Check whether you can cancel something here. 13 2s are 13 5s are 5 1s are 5 6s are. Right? 6 into 2 into 2. 6 2s are 12, 12 2s are 24. 24 into 63. That is 1512. Now add and subtract this. 676 plus 900. How much will it be? 9 plus 6. 1576 minus 1512. 1576 minus 1512. How much is it? 64. Therefore, what will be the value of C? C will be 8 centimeters. Can I write it as plus or minus 8? No. Why? Because the C is the side, which is the length of a side triangle ABC. Therefore, it should be always in the positive. Clear? Now look at the next problem. He is telling that, show that B minus A whole square into cos square A by 2, B plus A whole square sin square A by 2 equal to A square. Now tell me, can I write B minus A whole square as B square plus C square minus 2BC into cos square A by 2? Here B square plus C square plus 2BC into sin square A by 2. Can I write it like that? Yes. If you observe here, if I take B square plus C square common here, what will be my term here? Here cos square A by 2 and here plus sin square A by 2. Right? And the next, if I take minus 2bc common, what will I get here? Plus cos square a by 2. Here minus sin square a by 2. Now tell me, what is the value of cos square plus sin square? That is 1, right? Into 1. Minus 2bc. What is the value of cos square a minus sin square a? That is cos 2a. Isn't it? That is 2 will get cancelled. I am left with a. Now tell me, b square plus c square minus 2bc cos a. What's the formula of this? That is nothing but a square. That is what he asked us to prove, right? Isn't it? What all formulas we used? Here we used sine rule. Here we used projection rule. Here we used a basic cosine rule. Here also at class we used this cosine rule. Isn't it? Did you understand? Shall we do few more problems? Let's do. Now see here, the question given here it is, if the ratio of A, B, C is given as 7, 8, 9, he is asking us to find the ratio of cos A, cos B, cos C. Now look here, I know that if A is to B is to C equal to 7 is to 8 is to 9, I know that, let us say, let us assume it to be K. Then can I write it as A is equal to 7K, B is equal to 8K, C is equal to 9K, right? Isn't it? Can I write it or not? Yes, we can. Then what is the formula of cos A? Cos A is b square plus c square minus a square by 2bc. Without formulas we can't do anything. B is 8k whole square plus c is 9k whole square minus a is 7k whole square divided by 2bc. Isn't it? Yes or no? Now just tell me, 8k square is, let us write it here. Here it is 64k square, 81k square minus 49k square divided by 8 into 9 into 2. 8 9s are 72, 72s are 144k square, that is equal to 64 plus 81, or else 64 minus 49, how much is it? 15. 15 plus 81 is 96k square by 144k square. K square will get cancelled. I will get it as how much? 48 2s and 48 3s. This will be 2 by 3. There is the value of cos A. Similarly, let us find cos B. What is cos B? That is a square plus c square minus b square divided by 2ac. That is equal to, what is a square? 49k square. What is c square? 81k square minus 64k square divided by 2ac. 2 into a into c. 7 9s are 63. 63 2s are, let us do it here, 63k square. Now tell me, 15 plus this will be 66k square divided by 126k square. If I cancel, how much will I get? 66 by 126. Tell me. 6 11s are 6 2s are 12, 6 1s are 6. That will be 11 by 21. Similarly, cos C is equal to a square plus b square minus c square by 2ab. That is equal to, what is a square? 49k square plus what is b square? 64k square. What is c square? 81k square divided by 2 into a into b. 7 8s are 56k square. That is equal to how much? 49 plus 64, that will be 113 minus 81. How much will it be? 32k square by 56 2s will be 112k square. With what table will it cancel? 16 2s are 16 7s are. K square will get cancelled. I will get it as 2 by 7. Now find the ratio of cos A is to cos B is to cos C. That is cos A is to cos B is to cos C. That is equal to 2 by 3 is to 11 by 21 is to 2 by 7. Just apply 21 on 3 numbers. If you multiply 21 to the 3 numbers, you will get it as 21 into 2 by 3 is to 21 into 11 by 21 is to 21 into 2 by 7. Why did we do like that? Because 3, 21, 7 LCM will be obviously 21. 3 ones are 3 sevens are 21, 21 will get cancelled, 7 ones are 7 threes are. Therefore, my answer will be 7 twos are 14 is to 11 is to 6. This will be my ratio. Clear? Now, let us move on to the next problem. Cos A by A, cos B by A plus cos C by A. That will be again a simple sum if you know the formula. Right? Now, see here, what is the formula of cos A? Cos A is B square plus C square minus A square by 2BC. Already there is A here. Therefore, that will go into denominator. Here, what is the formula of cos B? Cos B formula is A square plus C square minus B square by 2AC into B plus what is the formula of cos C? Cos C is A square plus B square minus C square divided by 2AB. Already there is C here. If you observe 2ABC, 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 isn't it? Therefore, my LCM will be 2ABC, isn't it? Now just add everything. B square plus C square minus A square plus A square plus C square minus B square plus A square plus B square minus C square. Just check it here. B square will get cancelled. C square will get cancelled. Here A square. What are the terms left here? That is 1A square, 1B square and one more C square divided by 2ABC. That is what he asked us to prove. Isn't it? Is it clear? What all we studied? We started with sine rule, cosine rule, projection rule and tangent rule and few formulas of areas. Isn't it? Is it clear? Fine. This is for today. Let us meet in the next session with more problems and more formulas of properties of triangles. Thank you.